riders, it is go or go home. Here is your pro last chance qualifier.
All right, the engine's fired up over there on the back straightaway. Here they come. Pro singles last chance qualifier on the pole from Sunnyvale, California, 23Y, Ryan Foster. From Modesto, California, 23Z, James Monaco. From Spokane, Washington, 49M, Dustin Pruzinski. From San Martin, California, 74Z, Rodney Spencer Jr. From Colbert, Washington, 90M, Wyatt Anderson. And last rider on the front row from Cincinnati, Ohio is Andrew Butler, 34F. Row number 2, 24M, Jake Burton. 63M, Dan Louther. 41M, Jeremy Lehman. 70Y, Chris Kobari. 54Z, Michael Inderbitson. 23M, Nathan Wharton. That is row number 2. Let's go back to row number 3, 21Y, Jermaine Bacosa. 58Y, Robert Bacosa. That's father and son. Robert the dad, Jermaine the son. And on the last starting spot of this race is the 38M. That's the rider that crashed into the first turn barrier out there, the air fence. That's the 38M, Hunter Taylor. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, we will take. The top 4 riders will go to the main event. Only 4 riders will go on. Everybody else is done until next weekend. We go to the Sacramento Mile. Keep your eyes on the 38M. He's a fast rider. Now he's at the tail end of the field. Hunter Taylor from Bonnie Lake, Washington. He knows what he has to do. Only 8 laps, and only the top 4 will go to the main event. Still 2 50-50 tickets going on sale. The ladies just walked by me. 50% of that goes to the winning ticket. Only the other 50% goes to the points fund here at the Grays Harbor Raceway. And also the Class of 79 and friends are still walking around selling 50-50 tickets also. Half of that goes to the winning ticket holder, and the other half goes to the fund to help any injured riders that race flat track motorcycles. So here we go. Last chance qualifier, pro singles. Track's clear on the AMA Pro Radio. Here we go. Hope you guys at home are enjoying it on fanschoice.tv. Up next will be the Dash for Cash right after this one. It's go or go home time. And the light's green and we're off. Everybody trying to get to the bottom of the racetrack. The 23 Wyatt Foster is going to lead him. Pruzinski right there in second. Pruzinski in second. He's going to try to catch up to the leader. Whoa, one rider's just about standing straight up and down deeper in the field. There are 4 wide momentarily. Everybody trying to get to the front in a hurry. First through 4th to the main event. It's Foster out front. Pruzinski in second. 24 back there in the 3rd spot. The 24 up there in the 3rd spot. Jake Burton. Top 4 to the main event, and that is it. Down the backside. One rider's having some problems. He is out of the race, and he goes up to the hay bales. Tough rider. Here they come off of turn number 4. Good battle for the lead. It's Foster. And now Pruzinski. 24 right there in the 3rd spot. 2 23s are up there. Actually, it's 24 of Jake Burton coming up there, charging hard towards the front. Let's go back out front. It's Foster. Here comes Pruzinski trying the high line. Dustin Pruzinski from Spokane, Washington, looking for the long way around, trying to take the lead. The 24 is also there. Jake Burton, who came from row number 2, he's up there battling for second and third. Pruzinski's on the high line. The 24M, Jake Burton comes up the inside, takes over the 2 spot. He will set his sights now on the leader. Now back to 4th is the 90M, that's Wyatt Anderson. Top 4 to the main event. Here they come. Laps are winding down in a hurry. It's Foster at the point. He got the whole shot. Jake Burton has put himself in second. Pruzinski in third. Now Wyatt Anderson is in the 4th spot. 90M on the number plate. Now he's got company up the inside. Anderson goes up for 3rd. He's wanting some more. You got to keep racing all the way to the finish line. You can't settle into a spot. Anderson comes through. Now here comes the 23Z. That's James Monaco. Monaco looking for a way through. He knows how important it is to get to the top 4. It's go or go home time. Down the backside they go. Look at the battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Leader pulling away. That's Foster. California rider out front. Second, the 24M, Jake Burton. Third is James Monaco, so 2 number 23s out there. Pruzinski drags the left foot. It goes all the way up and kicks him back in the number plate. He pulls off of the pace. Pruzinski looks like he is done. Now he gets back onto the racetrack, so his left foot actually kicked him in the rear end, possibly kicked his number plate. White flag is out, last lap. Last chance qualifier for the pro singles. It's Foster, Burton, Monaco, and now Anderson's in the 4th spot, but he has company. Here comes Kobari. Kobari looking for a way through. Only 4 riders go on. Here they come off the final corner. Winner's out front by about 3 or 4 bike lengths. He's going to take the checkered flag. So Kobari's going to be the odd man out. We'll give you the full field rundown as fast as I can. Your winner on the Honda from California, 23Y, Ryan Foster picks the win. Jake Burton comes around and takes the second spot. James Monaco will be third. Wyatt Anderson will be your fourth and final transfer. Fifth on back, these guys are done. Chris Kobari, Andrew Butler, Hunter Taylor, Jeremy Lehman, Rodney Spencer, Michael Inderbitz, and Dan Lowther, Robert Bacosa, Jermaine Bacosa, and tough break for Dustin Pruzinski, who's up there leading the thing for a while. Looked like he drug his foot over there and it went up behind him. Hopefully he is all right. Let's go to the victory podium for the Pro Singles Last Chance Qualifier winner and Sean McNary.
Thank you, Scotty Dubler. We're here with 23Y Ryan Foster from Sunnyvale, California. He's taking his gloves off, getting that nice showy helmet off and unbuckled here. He's going to have a few words with us on it, checking out his beautiful Honda machine here. Ryan, tell us about that last chance qualifier. Looks like you got a great start. You were out front, uncontested. Looked like you rode really smooth, good track. Tell us about it.
Yeah, the key to that race was getting a good start. The track's really bumpy, so you just got to get out there in front and ride your own race.
Is the track coming around? Would you say the track's getting better, or?
The track's definitely getting faster. It's getting a lot more hooked up, so I think we'll have some good racing for the main events.
And tell us about your sponsors, Ryan.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank Thresher Communications, Bay Wide Glass, Hacienda Pools, Raggio Racing, Mike and Anna Dobbs, my parents, and everybody else for coming out.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's your winner of your Pro Singles Last Chance Qualifier, Ryan Foster.
6 of the best flat track riders in the world and only 4 laps to get it done. This is the Expert Dash.
Up next, the 4-lap dash for cash on the pole from Graham, Washington. Rider number 7 on the Southeast Harley-Davidson tree. Number 7, Slammin' Sammy Halbert. Starting second from Eatonville, Washington on the factory Harley-Davidson. Number 1 is the Bullet, Brad Baker. Starting third from Flint, Michigan on the Villa Esperanza Kawasaki. That's number 42, Flying Brian Smith. Starting fourth from Coltsville, Pennsylvania on the Ramspur Winery Harley-Davidson. Number 5 is Jake Johnson. Starting fifth from Morris, Connecticut on the Zanotti Racing Harley-Davidson. Number 2, Kenny Coolbeth Jr. And your last starter on the front row from Oxford, Pennsylvania on the USC Kawasaki entry number 44. That is Brandon Robinson. It's 4 laps. It's for $1,000 to win and 5 points for your winner. It's time for our Expert Dash for Cash. 2 Washington riders on the inside of the front row. 7 Halbert, 1 Baker. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, 4 laps. Cheer your favorite rider on. Let's let them hear you. 4 single digits, all previous champions in our sport. One light is green and they're off. Baker's got the early lead. Halbert comes up the inside. Halbert takes him into the lead off of turn number 2. Now Baker squares it up. He goes to the bottom of the racetrack. It's Halbert, Baker, Smith, Johnson, Robinson, and Coolbeth. Halbert's out front. Baker's in tow right there on the 7 and the 1 respectively. Back in third is Johnson. Fourth is Smith. The better up you finish, the better up, the more points you score actually in this dash for cash. Halbert's going to lead him off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. 5 points to win, $1,000 for the winner. Also, it's Halbert out front on the 7 bike. Good battle heating up for second. Here comes Johnson looking for a way through. On the 5 bike, Johnson takes over second. Halfway flags are in the air. Halbert out there looking for his 4th Expert Dash for Cash win of the season. He's already won 3, and we're only in round number 7, so half of the Dash for Cashes have been won by this man. The number 7, Sammy Halbert, gets the white flag. 1/2 mile to go for Slammin' Sammy Halbert. Second is Johnson, third is Baker. Smith looking for a way around on the number 42 bike. Now Baker takes over second place as Johnson gets a little bit sideways in turn number 2. Look at Smith diving up the inside. Remember, every point counts. Here comes your winner, bringing him off of turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the number 7, Sammy Halbert. And Baker takes second, so the Washington riders first and second place, 4 laps. Ladies and gentlemen, how'd you like that half mile? Your winner, Sammy Halbert on the 7. Brad Baker takes second. Third place will be the 42 of Brian Smith. Fourth will be Jake Johnson, and fifth will be Kenny Coolbeth. And sixth on the USC Kawasaki is the 44, Brandon Robinson. And I mentioned this while the race was going on, ladies and gentlemen, but there have been 6 races so far. This rider has won 3 Dash for Cashes, and now we will make it 4 out of 7 for the Graham Washington rider number 7, Slammin' Sammy Halbert. He's going down to the victory podium. And let's go trackside with Sean McNary.
Thanks, Scotty. We're going to give Sammy a chance to get his helmet off here. This is getting to be quite the routine here. The Washington riders on the podium, especially this guy, Sammy Halbert. Let's give it up for Sammy Halbert, the winner of your Dash for Cash. Sammy, you're a fast qualifier here today. You won your heat race. You just won the Dash for Cash. Tell us about that event.
Yeah, it was good. I was able to get the lead there right away and just put my head down. To me, the track felt a lot more hooked up, but I don't know if it's the track or the changes we made to the bike. The crew, my dad and Todd Bokencotter, they did an awesome job, and the bike's working even better.
So besides the information that you learned in the race, the extra money and the extra points, anything else that you're going to change on your bike?
I think we're pretty solid right now. Just need to not make any mistakes. That last lap going into turn 3 there kind of came in sideways a little bit, and it hooked a bump and sent me way out wide. I thought for sure I just threw away the race and Brad was going to pass me, but luckily I must have had a gap and I got the win, so I'm stoked.
You did have a little bit of gap. I saw you get up high. I saw you look over your shoulder, and I was thinking the same thing. It's a good thing he's got that gap because those guys would have ate him up right there.
Yeah, for sure. It's a racy little track, so hopefully we can do it in the main.
All right, tell us who you want to thank.
Yeah, big thanks to Southeast Harley-Davidson, White's Harley-Davidson, Specialty Fabrications, KK Motorcycle Supply, King's Customs, and the whole West Coast crew for helping out, and all the fans for coming out. Sullivan Race Schools, Kalapis Chiropractic, and Phil Scott chipped in on this race, so big thanks to y'all.
All right, Elmer Washington, give it up for Sammy Halbert. He's back up here again, the winner of your Dash for Cash.
There are only 2 expert semis. Here is your starting lineup for expert semi number 1.
Actually, today there's only one expert semi. We'll take the top 6 riders out of this race, and that will be our last qualifying race of the day. After this will be our second scheduled intermission. On the pole from Olympia, Washington, number 74 is Scooter Vernon. Starting second from Morton, Illinois, in the Weirbach Racing Kawasaki is 27, Robbie Pearson. Starting third from Fremont, California, on the ERT Rod Lake Kawasaki, number 49 is Chad Coase. Starting fourth from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, on the Harley-Davidson, number 73 is Doug Lawrence. From Salinas, California, on the Dodge Brothers entry, actually he's riding one of the backup bikes for Corey Texter, so he's on the Kawasaki, and that is the 14 of Briar Bauman. Starting sixth, last rider on the front row from Attica, New York, on the Dick Ford Racing Harley-Davidson 96B is Cody John Cox. Let's go back to row number 2. Number 25A, Shayna Texter. Number 65, Corey Texter. That's brother and sister. Starting ninth, the 91, Mikey Martin. 46, Aaron Linfors. 15, Nicole Neese. And the last rider on row number 2 is Duke Erickson from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Let's go back to row number 3. 35W, Brady Mueller, Port Orchard, Washington. And the 11, that is Scott Baker. It didn't look like he made it out from Dryad, Washington. That will round out your field. Up next will be our second intermission, and we do have our winning ticket for the 50-50. We'll do that right after the victory podium.
Scotty, I'm down here at trackside, and looks like we're getting a few minor sprinkles, and some of the riders are asking for a hot lap. I'm not sure if they're going to get it or not, but that's what's going on.
Absolutely, Sean. They are going to get it, so they're going to give them one lap since there's a couple of sprinkles going on outside. Can't feel it up here. I got the best seat in the house, so my hair's not getting messed up at all, so I feel good about my spot up here. So they will give them one lap to check out the track. Again, a few sprinkles are coming out, so there goes Scooter Vernon looking for a main event on the 74 bike. Robbie Pearson on the 27, Chad Coase on the 49. Dougie Fresh on the 73, Briar Bauman on the 14, Racing Unlimited Kawasaki. Once again, one lap to check out the racetrack. They said it's sprinkling just a little bit.
Based on the amount of rain we had here last night, and I believe
you're not supposed to say that word.
Sorry, heavy humidity in the air.
There you go.
I think this track will be actually get better with a few of these little raindrops.
You can't say that word. Sprinkles.
Moisture.
Moisture. There you go. We'll get you trained right off the bat. So we're breaking Sean McNary in here. He's doing a wonderful job. He's part of the SDTA Association down there in Florida. I'd like to say hi to all the Lazy Boys RV guys that are watching us down there with Sean's dad. Hopefully they're having fun out here watching this Grand National. Semi-final pulls up to the line. Top 6 to the main event. If you don't finish in the top 6, you are done until we go to Sacramento next weekend for the Sacramento Mile. Here we go. 10-second board. It's already up. It's already down. Miss Harley-Davidson pulls off the track. We are going racing. Top 6 to the main event, watching for the green light, and we are off. Chad Coase gets a horrible start. Now Bugs Pearson has a problem right there in the inside of row number 1. Off of turn 2, it's Vernon will lead him. Now Doug Lawrence takes a look up the inside on the 73. Here comes the Canadian rider looking for the lead off of the Washington rider there, side by side, battling for the lead. Top 6 to the main event. It is Scooter Vernon out front. Dougie Fresh looking for a way through. Third spot is Bugs Pearson. Bauman's right there on the Racing Unlimited Kawasaki in 4th. Chad Coase now in the 5th spot. Shayna Texter pulls the Factory Triumph off the track on the front straightaway. So that's it for Shayna Texter. Her day is done. Out front, Scooter Vernon, Doug Lawrence, Robbie Pearson. Side by side for 4th and 5th. Chad Coase takes over the 4th spot away from Bauman on the 14 bike. Corey Texter looking for a way through, but he's got John Cox right in front of him on the 96B. It looks like Bauman has his hands full on that Kawasaki deeper in the field. Back out front, Scooter Vernon, 74. Doug Lawrence, 73. Third spot, Pearson. Fourth is Coase. Fifth is Bauman. Sixth is Cody Johncox. Now, here comes the other factory triumph, Mikey Martin, trying the high line, looking for a way into the main event. It is go or go home time, ladies and gentlemen. Top 6 to the main event. 3 riders have broken away. Watch the battle for 6th place. Now, Corey Texter's involved in this one. Texter comes up the inside, takes over that 6th spot. We got the teammates right there, 5th and 6th today. That's Bauman on the 14, Corey Texter on the 65. John Cox puts his head down. We got a battle for the lead. Doug Lawrence takes over the lead. Mississauga, Ontario, Canada rider leads them off of turn number 4. Scooter Vernon looking for a way through, back up the inside. Robbie Pearson's there on the 27. Chad Coase has problems going into 1. Loses a little bit of ground. Now a new leader, Scooter Vernon's going to lead him down the back chute. 3 riders battling for the lead. They're racing like it's the Grand National main event right here. They're looking for a transfer spot is what they're working on. Top 6 to the main, it's Scooter Vernon. Dougie Fresh, 73, 74. The 27, Bugs Pearson's right there. Look at this rider, these big guys going at it for deep in the field. They know they have to get in there and transfer if they're going home. Down the back straightaway, good battle still for the lead. Good battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Leader off of turn number 4, it's Doug Lawrence out front on the 73. Scooter Vernon, now Robbie Pearson comes through. Chad Coase still in 4th. 5th is Bauman. 6th is John Cox. Corey Texter puts a wheel up there on the green Kawasaki, trying to come on through. Doug Lawrence back out front. 2nd is Robbie Pearson. 3rd is Scooter Vernon. Top 6 will go on to the main event. Laps are winding down, 2 laps to go, 2 more half miles. Corey Texter now has moved up into the 5th spot. He's worked his way through the traffic. Battle for the lead now. Bugs Pearson comes up the inside. Robbie Pearson goes to the point with 2 laps to go. He's tired of waiting. He said, I got to get out of here. Battle for 4th on back is anybody's race. Pearson picks up the white flag. Look at the battle for 4th through the back of the pack. It's anybody's race for the last few transfer spots. Pearson leads them down the back straightaway. I'm watching the battle for deeper in the field. We got room for 3 of those riders, and they're all going at it tooth and nail. Here they come off of 4. Pearson's going to take the win on the back wheel. Doug Lawrence, Scooter Vernon, Coase, Texter, and I believe Mikey Martin will get that last transfer spot. What a race back there deep in the field. We only took the top 6 only. Robbie Pearson on the back wheel down the back straightaway. He's pretty excited about it. Worked his way up to the front. He will pick up the victory. Doug Lawrence will take 2nd. Scooter Vernon goes to the main event. Chad Coase 4th. He's in the main. Corey Texter is also in the main event. And the 91, the factory triumph, Mikey Martin puts a triumph in the main event. Very excited rider's going to be up on the podium. He had to work for it. He came up there and you could see him pulling the wheel all the way down the back straightaway. Let's go to the victory podium. Bugs Pearson and my partner Sean McNary.
Scotty Doodler, that was a great race. I think that was one of the best races of the day. What do you think, Elma Washington fans? I'm here with national number 27, Rob Pearson from Morton, Illinois. He's pulling this helmet off, this beautiful paint by Smokey showy helmet he's wearing here today. Rob, tell us about that race. You had a little bit of battle going on there.
Yeah, I did. You know, I'm still figuring out how to get off the starting line, and didn't get the start that I needed, and Doug and Scooter were going good, but this thing was working better and better, and I was trying to find a way low or high, and it was working anywhere, so we were back racing Kawasaki. Racing Unlimited was working good, so we'll get it tuned up, see if we can't go forward in the main event.
That's a pretty good sign. If you can race your motorcycle anywhere you want on the racetrack, that means you guys have really done your homework and got this thing set up good. Are you going to make anything different for the main? Or are you going to go with what you got?
I think we'll go close. I mean, we've gotten better every time, so maybe just keep going that way a little and see if I can't get my best start yet in the main event, and maybe see if I can't wind up in the top 5 or something.
All right, sounds good. Anybody else you want to thank besides Werbach and Racing Unlimited?
Well, I want to thank everybody in the Northwest that put this thing together, the AMA and their crew. I like this place. I wish we got in last night, but it turned out to be a really good racetrack, and thanks for everybody sticking around. I know it's going to be a good race, so I'll see you guys afterwards.
All right, Elma. National number 27, Rob Pearson. Give it up for him.